What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Today, I just want to let France know that us black people around the world, we got our eyes on you. Europe, we got our eyes on you. Because the thing is, in the age of information, it's not that hard to find out what it is that you guys really want. I mean, what you guys really want. We know you want our resources, but the thing is, what resources is it that you want? What do you need? Because you're starving, and we know you're starving. And so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna connect this little video just so that African Americans, African diasporans, and continental Africans who maybe not quite clear of what the master macro plan is for Europeans and why they're so insistent in dealing with Africans or going to Africa and recolonizing, it's because they're starving. And they're starving due to their own policies, due to their own issues that they have in Europe with each other, due to their own scorched earth policies that they not only use on Africans, South Americans, and Caribbeans and Asians, but they also use those same scorched earth, destroy everything tactics within their own culture. That's why it's so easy for them to do it to everybody else, because they'll do it to themselves. You understand? So I'm not gonna do too much talking. I'm just gonna go ahead and post this video. But before I go, I just want the French people to know, and the Europeans to know, that as Africans, we know what's going on. And the mistakes of the past will not be repeated, because we know exactly what you're doing over there in the central and western part of Africa. We know exactly what your plan is. And this clip right here is going to show you what that is. That's all I got to say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
So I don't know what in the heart-shaped herb is going on with black folks, but something is in the air, and it ain't just Alabama. We getting real spicy with anybody trying to push us around from Montgomery to the motherland. If you ain't heard about how the coup in Niger could lead to World War III and Africans still want all the smoke, you better ask somebody. Starting with me. The people just overthrew a puppet government that was keeping them poor and economically enslaved to their former colonizer, France. Because they're building the Trans-Saharan pipeline. Chevron just invested $13 billion to build a pipeline from Nigeria all the way up to the European Union, and it's got to cut right through Niger. And Niger was like, so y'all just gonna build a natural gas pipeline through our backyard, not give us no cut of the money? I bet. And that ain't just the gas that's causing a problem for Europeans because of this coup. It's uranium. You see, France has one of the highest developed nuclear power infrastructures in all the European Union, and 2/3 of their homes are lit by uranium from Niger. And with a new government in charge of Niger and them resources, they're gonna have to pay fair market price for that energy. Europe's energy bills is already sky high. Like you thought you was suffering last winter, the Europeans had about triple that price because the Nord Stream pipeline got blew up. And at first, everybody thought it was Russia that blew up the pipeline. Then a whistleblower actually found out, nah, it was America. Well, now America and Europe got beef because they was like, you supposed to be our ally. And they thought the Trans-Saharan pipeline was going to save Europe from them energy woes. And now France and America want to smoke with Niger, stationing planes right outside of Niger's border. Little did France and America know somebody had Africa's back. Enter the Wagner Group, Russia's mercenary outfit. Now, Wagner been giving America and Ukraine problems on the Ukrainian battlefield after it looked like Ukraine was winning. Then they staged that coup to make it look like Vladimir Putin was losing control, but people are starting to understand that was staged. In the meantime, they've been having defense contracts set up all over Africa, just in case the former colonizers want a buck. Wagner got their back. So what's in it for Russia? Well, as you know, Putin been had beef with NATO, especially the president of France. And when they had that energy crisis and they thought they was gonna go to Africa to get some more, Putin checkmates them if he can cut off their energy from the south. So if Africa can destroy their former colonizers' interests and start capitalizing on their own minerals, they all for it. If Africa can capitalize off its own minerals and develop a middle class that can buy the goods from the BRICS nations, that means that the BRICS nations ain't got to rely on contracts with America anymore and might even start their own currency. If Africa grows and world power becomes a force like China did, they can then use that power to protect individual black folks all across the world, and if black Americans have a relationship with the continent, that leverage can be used to fight for reparations, the foundation of black Americans. Chess, not checkers. Sovereignty for Africa means they get to set the price for the minerals that God gave them underneath their soil. And if the world ain't ready, they better get ready. Because if the spirit keeps on going, it's going to be Wakanda forever real damn soon. Now where is my folding chair?
Okay, it went down. down in Alabama on that riverboat.
Man, you see they had them white boys up in the figure four.
Yeah, my man was doing his job, they went to tripping though.
Come on, you know entitlement get you into a slippery slope.
But when he clapped his hands 5 times, man, he was triggered.
And everybody know what that mean when you's a nigga.
And then the white boy came out of nowhere running and hit him.
And then he threw his hat in the air.
That was the signal.
Man, that unity was a beauty for us to see.
I even shed a tear if I keep it between you and me.
I wish we had the same energy for the CDC.
The same way that Aquaman came up in DDT.
Should be the same way we fighting welfare in that EBT.
Should be the same way we learning AI and ChatGPT.
We got to learn how our dollars affecting the GDP.
And if we fought this hard every day to build, ain't no telling what we could be. Okay, it went down in Alabama on that riverboat.
Man, you see they had them white boys up in the figure four.
Yeah, my man was doing his job, they went to tripping though.
Come on, you know entitlement get you into a slippery slope.
But when he clapped his hands 5 times, man, he was triggered.
And everybody know what that mean when you's a nigga.
And then the white boy came out of nowhere running and hit him.
And then he threw his hat in the air.
That was the signal.
Man, that unity was a beauty for us to see.
I even shed a tear if I keep it between you and me.
I wish we had the same energy for the CDC.
The same way that Aquaman came up in DDT.
Should be the same way we fighting welfare in that EBT.
Should be the same way we learning AI and ChatGPT.
We got to learn how our dollars affecting the GDP.
And if we fought this hard every day to build, ain't no telling what we could be.